D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So I'm coming at you with my worst movies of 2022 list. I just did my my favorite movies of 2022. Now I'm going to do my least favorite movies of 2022. Now, before I get started, I just want to say a couple of things. The first one is, if you love these movies, that's totally fine. That's all on you. You know, I just personally did not like these movies. I think that there's a lot of things about them that we can agree on, and then there's some things we cannot agree on, but I just personally did not like these. I will not put a movie on my list that I haven't seen, because there's a bunch of movies that I didn't see this year, but you know, whatever. But hey, what are you gonna do? And then but you know, maybe this list will change you know, after I watch all of them, because I still haven't seen Avatar 2 yet. But yeah, I don't know if that movie's really like bad. I just haven't seen it. All right, I'm going to get started on this list, but before I do, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we always get shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's get started on these movies, the worst movies of 2022, in my opinion. All right, coming in at number 10 is Death on the Nile. Oh my goodness, this movie was terrible. I mean, stylistically wise, it was like the first one with the just the color palette, kind of like the I don't know what the right word is, like the filter on it. It seemed very glossy, and I liked that. However, the acting in this was not very good. Plus, the murder mystery part was very nonchalant. But let's get back to the acting. Gal Gadot in this movie does not do a good job acting wise. What is that? It's just a shine. And then you know, like Letitia Wright. I like Letitia Wright, and I like Gal Gadot, but Letitia Wright didn't do a good job acting either. Like, I don't think anybody really did a great job acting here. And you know, like I said before, the murder mystery part was not very you know, very well. There's like glitter in my hair. Sorry, guys. Okay, so that's number 10. It just wasn't that great. I don't see how the Poirot series can continue after that nonsense, but we'll see. Maybe they'll do like one more. We'll see. All right, so coming in at number 9 is Pinocchio. And I'm not talking about Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, because that was actually pretty good. I'm talking about Disney's live action Pinocchio with Tom Hanks. It was bad. It wasn't that good. I did a review on it. You can check it out up in the iCard section, but it just wasn't that good. They changed too many things, and it wasn't as charming as the cartoon. And I just go, you know, it wasn't good. It just wasn't good, you guys. And I personally didn't care for it. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say there. All right, coming in at number 8 is Strange World. Now, I didn't see this until it came out on Disney Plus, and I'm glad I did and didn't go see it in the movie theater, because this movie was terrible. Oh my goodness, what a waste of time. Whoever was in charge of this movie should be fired. It was just not good. It was bad. The story was so bland. The animation was okay, because, you know, it's like Pixar and everything. And they do a good job of animation wise, but it was just like so boring. Like, they're inside a creature, or and there's like which is on top of it was like they tried to mix a whole bunch of other stuff, and then you have that little gloopy thing. What was it called? Gloppy? I don't remember. And then you find out that their energy source is a virus, and the whole time I'm just like, what's going on here? Is anybody getting this nonsense? I'm like, my kids were like, I mean, they watched it, but like they like, you know, were just like not there the whole time. They were just like whatever about it. Like, they started playing with their toys. It's just not a good movie. All right, coming in at number 7 is Wendell and Wild. Now, this is on Netflix, and I believe it's produced by Jordan Peele. And it just wasn't good. It was like, the animation is stop motion animation. I believe it's in the traditional stop motion. I'm not sure if they do it now where it's all computer animated and just looks stop motiony. But it wasn't good. It was you know, all these horror stop motion movies are just trying to be Coraline or, you know, Nightmare Before Christmas, and it just doesn't work out. This one where this little girl wants to bring her parents back to life kind of thing, it just wasn't that great. And then you've got the devil with like, but his hair products will bring dead people back to life. It was so weird. And just like, and then you have like a murderous rich couple, but they want to, it was just weird. It was just weird and wasn't good. Like the story wasn't that great. And it just wasn't that great. It just wasn't good. I just didn't like it, you guys. So whatever. If you liked it though, good for you. Good for you. All right. Coming in at number 6, this is going to be controversial. Are you ready? Is Black Panther Wakanda Forever. This movie is not good. I'm sorry if you liked it. I'm sorry for you, not for me not liking it. It's just not good. It's not a good story. I mean, like, listen, I think there are things that we can take away from Wakanda Forever. All right. One, that white people are all colonizers and all they want to do is steal everyone's lands and resources. I mean, it's hilarious how they're taking this liberty, considering this whole series wouldn't exist if it weren't for Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, 2 white men, The second thing we can learn is that diversity is only about skin color, because even though we have a bunch of Black female characters in this movie, they all have the same personality and the same motivations, which is crazy. And apparently, this is the third thing we'll say. Apparently, it's unusual. Pardon me, but apparently it's unusual to be an extremely smart Black female, because this movie treats it like it's something that we've never seen before, Ironheart is just, Riri Williams, she's just so brilliant. It's like, oh, we've never seen that before. Now, and women, and this also says that women can be just as strong as men and less emotional, and there is no biological or innate difference between men and women, according to this movie, which is ridiculous. And it's okay to criticize America and call Americans xenophobic and nationalistic and say that they are insular. But when an African nation is xenophobic, insular, and nationalistic, it's okay. It's okay. Let's just quiet our mouths. But I mean, of course, this movie would be trash. I mean, it's written by Ryan Coogler, and that man can't even write a check, let alone a movie script. So, all right, I went on a little tangent with that one. Sorry. So the next one on my list, coming in at number 5. By the way, I did reviews for this one and for this next one. You can check them out. I'll leave everything in the iCard section. Anyways, coming in at number 5 is Thor: Love and Thunder. Wow, what a giant piece of shit this movie was. Oh my goodness. So this movie, I said it before. This movie would what's his face? Taika Waititi made a joke of everything, including cancer. Because it turns out cancer is hilarious. The guy, every time there was a serious moment, he would interrupt it with a joke. And I don't think that he took things that should have been taken seriously. And I think that he just basically fucked around for 6 months filming a movie. And there's a 4-hour cut of this movie. So he just messed around, wasted money and time just so he could have a threesome, with 2 hot chicks. It looked good to me, but I can't fault him for that. But I just go, he wasted so much time and a good story. Gore the God Butcher should have been an amazing storyline. That comic book is really good. I read that comic book and the one where Jane Foster becomes female Thor. I read both those storylines before this movie. I thought I liked the Jane Foster one, but after reading the trade paperback, it's not that good. Not the trade paperback, the collection. What is that called? Oh crap, it's my mind. That one's not that great. The only part about that's really fun is the mystery of who's female Thor. And once you figure it out that it's Jane Foster, you're all like, it's not as fun anymore. But the Gore the God Butcher thing was so good because he's called Gore the God Butcher, and in the comic book you see him kill gods. And like he cuts them up and he cuts their heads off and everything. And he's hanging them by hooks and stuff. And he killed one god. And then all of a sudden he's like, he's got a vendetta against Thor. And you're like, what's going on here? Like, but yeah, they should like, they like I said before, he makes a joke like, oh, there's a moment where Jane and Thor are having a moment. Let's ruin it with those screaming goats. And running into a moon or whatever. Yeah, hilarious. You have a cancer moment. Hilarious. You have little kids getting kidnapped by a psychopath. Hilarious. It's just not. He didn't take the movie seriously. I understand it's a comic book movie, but you still have to take your movie seriously. And he just wasted time and money. All right, moving on. The next one coming in at number 4 is Nope. Yeah, I got 2 Jordan Peele movies on here, but this movie really was just a waste of time. That was I did a review on that iCard section, but I the way I described it, and the best way to describe this movie is waste. They wasted talent, they wasted time, they wasted money, all for this crappy story that could have been summed up in 20 minutes. I think that I thought the idea of having the flying saucer alien as a predator, I thought that was a pretty decent idea, but then it was just wasted. And we went into all this other stuff that I'm just like it's a commentary on Black people in Hollywood. And you're like, okay, I guess. And then everything. And then it's like, it's a commentary on Black people with aliens. And you're like, oh, I mean, okay, I guess, and everything. But it just like the whole time I was like so bored. And like I said before, it was just a waste of time and waste of talent. There's so many good actors in here and they wasted them. They just wasted them. Check out my full review later. Okay. Coming in at number, because we're down to the top 3. Coming in at number 3, Glass Onion. Wow. Oh my goodness. Now listen, that not everything in this movie is terrible, but I wasted my time with this because Rian Johnson is so fucking pretentious. It's annoying. It's annoying at this point in time. This man has his head so far up his own ass that he thinks everything he does is just brilliant, smart, it's intellectual, pseudo-intellectual, because the whole time you're just like, I was so like I didn't care. It's better than the first one because the first one was not a murder mystery. This one actually had a murder in it. The first one was just like more like I can't say the word, but he like, ended himself. But this one, there was actual murder in it. Murder who? And then when you find out the whole twistiness of the victim and everything, I don't want to. Okay, you find out they're twins and that whole thing. I'm just like, what? And then Daniel Craig, I'm sorry, with his southern accent is so obnoxious, and he's trying to be Columbo, but I'm just like, Rian Johnson is not smart enough to write a Columbo movie. Like, so it's just bad. It's just not good. I'm sorry. It's just not good. It's terrible. There's this one scene where they're breaking these glass statues or whatnot, and it's just it's so stupid. Although what's her Goldie Hawn's daughter? What's her name? She's looking pretty good for her age. Anyways, all right. So 3 is Glass Onion. All right, coming in at number 2. Are you guys ready? Don't Worry, Darling. Oh my goodness. Olivia Wilde is a freaking asshole. Not only was there drama around this movie, but this movie was terrible. It's terrible. Things are not explained. Like you can kill the men in the Matrix and they die in real life, but the women, I mean, what? But the women are, and then like, of course, you're supposed to believe Florence Pugh is this like, she's like this neurosurgeon or whatever. She's a doctor, but her boyfriend's a freaking loser, and all the guys are losers and everything. But I'm all like, and then she tried to say that the one guy that Captain Kirk, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He's that what is his name? Oh, the Jordan Peterson guy, and like it's so stupid. The movie's terrible. It's terrible. It's like they're trying to update Housewives of or Stepford Wives, and I would have been okay with that, but this was just a terrible way to do it. It was terrible. It's terrible. It's such a bad movie. All right, coming in at number 1. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for my number 1 pick? Moonfall. Oh my goodness, waste of time. This movie is terrible. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so stupid. And I can't believe I wasted my time with this movie. I should have shut it off after 20 minutes. There was some stuff that was like decent in it. Like the visual effects at some points in time are pretty good. But at some points in time, I'm just like, man, this movie is freaking awful. It's so bad. It's just the worst. Do not watch it. If you haven't seen it, don't watch it. If you think about seeing it, don't think about it. It's just bad. It's bad. It's terrible all the way around. It's no good. I hated it. You'll hate it. Nobody liked it. I can't believe they got Patrick Wilson to do this movie. Love him. I liked a lot of the actors in it, but this movie just sucks. It sucks balls, and not in the way you want it to. All right, you guys, that is my worst movies of 2022 list. Tell me, what did you guys think about these movies? Did you like these movies? Did you not like these movies? What is your worst movie list of 2022? Go ahead and share that down below. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next video. You guys have a good day. Bye.